Welcome back to Keras Investments. It's Ken. Guys, here we make investments simple. We buy low, sell high. Now let's jump right into it. We're looking at Polar Power. If you guys recall, I made a video a few days back. Now we can see the stock is continuing to it hot start basically. We can see at the beginning of the week, we can see it goes up to $15 per share before pulling back in the low $10 per share at one point, right? If you guys were buying in these low dips, guys, very important, as I said in my videos, we need to be capitalizing on these low dips, right? We could have buy on the first rise up. Okay, when it hits $14 per share, you could have got in here at $12 per share. Then you could execute a sell order if you wish to exit on just over $15 before coming back in at below $11 per share. Guys, I've been riding this stock for months. As I told you guys, I've been trading it since in the $1.50 or $1.48 per share. It's just around the same time when I created a video. It was months ago that the jump in and Polar Power, the company was trading at $1.48. We can see since that time, guys, it's been, if we compare the return for the year since that time, that's more than, I would say. Okay, if you recall back in early in the year in the summer in August, in the July August, I created a video and also Polar Power, and I let you know at that point the stock was trading low. I think at $1.48. And if we look now, we're looking at it's more than 1,000% since that time. That's why it's very important, guys. If you're not following this channel, I keep it very simple. I look for good stocks that could make me money. Again, I only buy stock. I only make a video of stocks that I'm buying or stocks that I have in my portfolio. That's it. So if I'm making a video about something, it's definitely gonna have to generate some kind of money because I won't be losing money on a stock that big. Now, if you have been since the last week of December as well, was a great opportunity if you watch as well in a few of my videos, and I was doing this purposely. I put it in the middle of the video. I throw it out there a few times. That says, guys, I've been watching Polar since $1.50. It's at $4 right now. It's poised for growth with all the work that you're doing. And the company is not a new company. It has been around for a long time, but because now of the high focus on lowering carbon, you can see the EV stocks that Noisa is creating now. A company like Polar Power, like start to rise in terms of the momentum what is carrying on out. Now we can see in the last month how the stock has been performing. Actually, in the last 10 days, if we look in the last 10 days, the stock was still trading relatively cheap in the low $5 per share, and we can see since that time it's more than 200%. So if you guys want to get updates like this, please subscribe. So if I see any potential riser, then I'll let you guys know. Now, right now, I'm just trying to save profits on most of these. So if I start to add anything new to my portfolio, then you will be the first to know. That's why it's very important as well. Now, I think 4 days back when I made the video of a Polar Power, there was another company I told you guys as well, a Pioneer Power, right? I told you guys to make sure. Let me let you guys know again because I want to make sure that you guys not missing out. Okay, and hopefully you're watching the video until this point. Okay, so Pioneer Power is another company that I think have great things for it. I traded a few on them before. They went through some kind of settlement in the last a few months, and now they're starting to make a rebound back to the market. Now they were very cheap early in the year. I wasn't trading them in the low $1 or anything. I start taking notice of them once they spike up in this day, and as usual, guys, I wait until they come back down in the low, and then I start to go up. Now, whoever missed out, if you have it and you sell up here, that would be perfect to buy back in. If you didn't have it and you saw that it created some buzz and it goes up to as high as $9 at one point, okay, you should be happy it comes back down in the low $2. This was another sign. Now, I've been mentioning these two companies. These companies were under the radar. Hopefully, you guys were taking notice because we can see right now today it's up 17%. It should goes up to around 18% for the day. Yeah, so if you guys are watching the video, I just want to give you guys an insight on these two company, which is Polar Power and Pioneer Power. Do your research to get more information and then to see if you guys could jump in and make some money on the stock. We can see in the last 5 days, we can see the stock was trading in the mid $5 per share. We can see it goes up at one point to around this price, but then have a pullback like everyone else in the low, like $5.70. But now we see it's starting to create an upward trend again, right? So just keep an eye on these two companies. They're still relatively cheap compared to Plug or CleanSpark and those other guys. So guys, if you like the video, I know it's very simple. I want to keep it simple. So anyone that's watching the video, basically the concept of this video is if you're looking for a company that's associated with in the EV world, whether it's through Blink charging or if it's through the hydrogen with Plug and fuel cell, those guys, then this or these two companies is still a good option to do some research to see if you want to get in on them, because the price for them is very very cheap, especially for Pioneer Power, because it's still trading less than $10. With Plug, the price is kind of volatile, because we've seen it goes up to $15 in the last 3 days twice, and then comes back down to 11.30, then goes back up again. So if you're doing day trading and them, it's great. I have been doing swings back and forth. I sell at 15, I rebuy back below 12, and then I'll sell at 14 and get it back at $10.80. And I sold yesterday as well at 14, and I picked it up this morning, and we'll go from there, right? So guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and let's start to grow this channel, because I'm gonna keep on hitting out a lot of bangers this year to make sure we all could make some money.